All right, yesterday I celebrated going a month without having a binge attack, and I suppose I celebrated a little bit too early. I had a minor episode today. I had been out for a walk. We finally get some good weather earlier today. Right now it's raining again, but we have a few hours where we had some good weather, and I got lucky this time. I had the day off during the good weather. Went to take a walk. And I stopped by on my way back a Safeway to get some food, and I had gotten a bag of nuts, but I realized the bag was very difficult to open, and as I'm opening it, I'm salivating like crazy. This is exactly the kind of problem I want to avoid running into, because sooner or later something's going to happen where I salivate and am not able to get to that food immediately, right? At the workplace, although I make it a rule not to eat in the office anymore for this particular reason. It could be at home, the phone rings, and it might be somebody important in my life, right? That could happen. It could be, right now as I speak, there's a lot of air rage going on, right? It could be I'm on an airplane, I get to the airport, get my favorite food, I can't open it, and I'm just in a mess, right? And then something happens, right? Maybe the guy sitting next to me on the airplane or at the airport gets into a rage, and I'm not in a good position to handle it. That's exactly the kind of reason why my eating disorder challenges were so important for me to conquer, right? Because eating is such an integral part of our lives that having intrusions like that can really put a bottleneck on what I'm able to do. It could be while I'm driving, having distractions like that. And so I gave myself a test. I couldn't open the bag of nuts, by the way. I didn't have any sharp objects on me. And so I gave myself a test and put the bag of nuts in my backpack where I couldn't see it and continued the rest of the trip home because I wanted to make sure I don't know why. The rest of the trip home was about 7-10 minutes, and I couldn't get the salivating to stop. I think once that process is turned on, that's what I wanted to change about myself. I don't know if it's physiological or psychological, though. I'm going to guess it's more psychological than anything else. I have never been able to retract a food craving like that once the salivation has started. And that's what really upsets me, because sooner or later, you know, we all learn about police brutality. What if I get into a situation where the police do something during the rest of the way home, right? And they could kick the door right now, right? That's the world we live in, unfortunately. And that's why having control over my eating compulsions is really important to me.